Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see something about Sainik School 9th standard examination preparation, and here the very important subject is mathematics. So I'll be talking about what are the syllabus here for the mathematics. As usual, it is powers, surds and indices. Powers and indices you can just remember like this, and then you have a simple chapter that is simplification, and after that you have algebra. And now here in algebra you can say that using identities is one kind of section here, identities, and then there is one more section here that is called as polynomials. So these are the two things that candidates need to focus, and this will be a little tough for the candidates because it is newly introduced and the level of these questions are little high. So now here in identities you have questions like a plus b the whole square, you have to use this formula. Otherwise a plus b the whole cube, this formula candidates have to use and find the answers. And then in polynomials you have to find a big polynomials will be given, you have to be dividing it by other polynomial. That will be watching it in the upcoming series of video in mathematics for Sainik School 9th standard. And then you have simple chapters which continues from the 6th standard Sainik School entrance, that is HCF, LCM, and then you have etc, average, and all these chapters you have. And here there is one more new chapter introduced, that is you can call it as the mensuration. And here in this mensuration you have to be thorough with the formulas of volume, surface area, curved surface area, then you have total surface area. So these formulas the candidates need to by heart thoroughly. So in today's class we are going to see something about simplification. This simplification is different compared to the previous classes because this simplification will be consisting of some values like 1 by root 2 plus 1. Okay, this kind of question. Now this is called as simplifying the rationalizing the form of this question, and then you have to go on. So today let us try to solve this kind of exam questions in our video here. Now let us take the first example. Suppose if this is root 5 plus 1. So this is numerator is 1 and denominator is root 5 plus 1. I have to rationalize it. So the first thing what the candidate should do, this is root 5 plus 1. You have to multiply, and now you have to write down here root 5. Here you have to write 1. Again you write root 5. Here you write to 1. And now here it is plus sign. You can see in the denominator you can see plus sign. Just put minus sign here. So now in some textbooks they will say multiply and divide by the conjugate, or multiply and divide by root 5 minus 1. That is what I have done here. So now what happens, 1 into anything is root 5 minus 1. This happens in the numerator, and in denominator you have root 5 plus 1. This is bracket, and this is root 5 minus 1. Now if you see this carefully, this is in the form of a plus b into bracket, this is a minus b, right? So a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. So my denominator, which is root 5 plus 1 and again root 5 minus 1, this becomes root 5 the whole square minus 1 the whole square. Now this is 5 minus 1. The answer is 4. Now there is a problem here. Candidates, they do mistake here. Students, those who are trying for this Sainik School examination, they do a small mistake. What is the mistake here? The formula is a square minus b square. So if you see the question here, I am getting root 5 as a. But in hurry what happens, students, they will just write as 5 square. 5 square minus 1 square. 5 square is 25 and root 5 square is 5. So there is a big difference between this. So candidate should avoid this mistake. I'll put a star mark here. You have to avoid this mistake. Don't take 5. You have to take root 5. Root 5 or root 7 or whatever it is. Okay. So the final answer now it becomes root 5 minus 1 divided by 4. This is the final answer for this question. So if you have understood this, let us try one more question. This is 1 divided by root 7 minus 2. Now let me take minus 2. Now again multiply and divide by the conjugate, that is root 7, this is 2. Again you can write root 7, this is 2. Now this is plus here, this is plus here. Change the sign because here it is minus. So 1 into anything in the numerator, this becomes root 7 plus 2, and in denominator this is root 7 minus 2, and again this is root 7 plus 2. So now what happens in denominator, you can clearly see this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So this is root 7 plus 2 divided by, so be careful here, we have discussed, not to do mistake with the root 7 square, then minus you have 2 square. So now what happens, root 7 plus 2 divided by root 7 square is 7 minus 2 square is 4. So now this is root 7 plus 2 divided by 3. This is your final answer. Now some of the candidates will have confusion. Root 7 to the power of 2 is how much? Now they don't understand how come this 7 it's come up. So let us go back to the basic. You know a to the power of m, a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So here this is root 7, okay, it is like this, and this is they are telling square, that means I'm going to write root 7 how many times? I'm going to write it 2 times. So this is nothing but 7 to the power of 1 by 2 into 7 to the power of 1 by 2. Now look at this, the base is common, so I can write 7 to the power of half plus half, half plus half. So dear students, you already know half plus half is equal to 1. So 7 to the power of 1. So 7 to the power of 1 is always 7. So that's the reason you have to keep one thing in mind. You can just keep one note in your mind. That is, suppose if I write root 2 square, answer is 2. Suppose if I write root 3 square, answer is 3. Suppose if I write root 5 square, answer is 5. Suppose if I write root 7 square, answer is 7. So I hope you can tell me the next answer. Root 11 square is equal to how much? Yes, you are right. It is 11. Suppose if I ask you root 13 square, answer is how much? Yes, it is 13. So in this way you have to go ahead with the problems. Now sometimes in exam they will ask you questions like this. Imagine root 5 plus 1 divided by root 5 minus 1 into, sorry, imagine this is plus, okay, this is plus here, and this is root 5 plus 1 divided by root 5. Just let me change the question here. Root 5 plus 1 divided by root 5 minus 1. Okay, so now here you have to rationalize this kind of question. So you have to take the same thing, check the denominator, always target the denominator. Write down root 5, this is 1, this is root 5, this is 1. Now here you can see negative sign, so here you are going to write the positive sign. So our next step becomes root 5 plus 1 in the numerator, again multiplying root 5 plus 1 in the numerator, and down you have root 5 minus 1, and this is root 5 plus 1. If you see in the numerator, this is in the form of a plus b into a plus b, or I can say that this is a plus b to the power of 2. In denominator you can see this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. This is nothing but a square minus b square. So what happens here is that this is root 5 plus 1 the whole square, and down, be careful here again, this is root 5 square minus 1 square. So we all know the formula for a plus b the whole square. The formula goes a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this I am going to apply to the numerator. That means root 5 square plus 1 square plus 2 into 1 into root 5. This is the numerator, and denominator this is 5 minus 1. And now finally you have 5 plus 1 plus 2 root 5. This is divided by 4. Now 5 plus 1 is 6. So you can write here 6 plus 2 root 5. 6 plus 2 root 5. divided by 4. This is your final answer, or you can further simplify this as 6 by 4 plus 2 root 5 by 4. Now 2 3s are 2 2s are 2 1s are 2 2s are. So the final answer could be 3 by 2 plus root 5 by 2. This could be your final answer, or this could be your final answer based on the options A, B, C, D what they are given in the question. If you have understood this, let me give you some homework, and you can just comment and ask us any doubt in the number that is 7598486430. This is our WhatsApp number. You can contact us and we'll get back to you. So let me see the first question, whether candidates can do it. This is root 7 plus 2 divided by root 7 minus 2. Next question, root 5 minus 3 minus root 3 divided by root 5 plus root 3. What is the answer for this? You can just comment in the comment section, or you can just WhatsApp us on this number. Until then, next time we'll see you with a new video. Thank you. Jai Hind.